You're on. Oh, have a great night.
You guys will be open on Thursday, same time?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We'll be here.
Oh, thanks, man. Okay, we officially have closed the joint. And now we'll go and smoke the joint. I'm just kidding. We can't say that here. It's school policy. Yeah.
Good night.
Well, I think that was a successful venture, baby. What do you think?
Are we?
Yeah, we're on.
Oh, yeah, we did it.
You did, baby. Good
Well, wait,
job.
nowadays I'm like, even if you can post it without the thumbnail, like, I'm not thinking anymore. Like, just get it posted. I'm not better.
Good job, baby. Here's our waters, which we have to carry up to the
You want
car.
me to carry 3 of them?
Nah, I can get 3. Get these 2 under that one over here. Okay.
Go home. Play again or stay
Well, we ate a little. We did not eat enough. Baby. You know what, though? You know, since school's gotten out, I really actually value the fact that, I don't know, we're doing what we can do as we can do it. And it's like, days have been a little weird, but you know, baby, it's all good. It's all working out.
What do you mean that even though our plans are kind of been, unusual or artificial?
Yeah.
Feel like we're accomplishing things?
Yeah, and I don't know, I like the fact that we're our own bosses. We're free agents right now, you know, that's nice. It's like, okay, so we sit at home all day and do whatever it is we're doing. We'll end up getting into town at 6 o'clock at night. Nobody's missing us. We're not behind any particular deadlines. We always have lots of ways to spend our time if we want to be productive, but we have to be able to, gosh, just live our lives. And,
Well, it seems like having come up with a place well lighting. I would like to be up earlier and out and about early tomorrow. But,
yeah. We didn't sleep all that much. Yeah, almost there. No, I think we threw it. I think we did. I don't think we have trash in there. Yeah.
Uploaded 3 clips, posted released on Facebook. Have that. Did a little speed Facebook thing. I worked on, well, I sent the link to dot foil.
Cool.
Yeah. And I'm working on by and artisan based on the template I wrote for dot foil. And of course, when adapting.
Leave?
What, honey?
Did I leave the white food bag?
No, I've got it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I carried it. Thank you.
Shit.
Sorry. Did
Yeah.
I freak you out?
Oh, man, it's okay.
God, I'm sorry. I should have told you. I was just so rushed.
It's
Get
okay.
out of there.
It's okay. We got it. Oh, wow. Okay. I just love my baby, so that's all I know. I'm just glad she's here.
We're attaining enlightenment together, my sweetheart and I. So we have a rough life sometimes. I'm sure you guys would agree that our lives are very rough. Having to run around filming ourselves, uploading clips.
Well, look at this, you guys. Come on, this is Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's 10:17 at night. We're leaving the school. We're just leaving the school, you guys. Who leaves the school at 10:17
Not
at
even the
night?
people who work here.
I know. We're like,
Or, well, the janitors. They work here, right?
yeah, they do.
And they work hard, so.
So, let's get
Would you mind buckling yourself up? Thanks, but it's not just the work we put in, like, I don't know, physical work or whatever. I think you and I work hardest at our spiritual work, and they can't see that.
It's kind of personal, you guys.
Yeah, it's very personal, and it's not just that, it's well, it's very internal too. I mean, how can they see a lot of that stuff? Plus, it's none of their business, like you said. It's private. I mean, I don't want to be rude, but they're not going to show their personal spiritual struggle on camera, on the big screen. I mean, are they, or are there web series about that?
Oh, there may be. I don't know if there are. I haven't seen them.
I don't even think there's a web series even remotely close to what we're doing.
What we're doing? No. I don't think there is one.
Our spiritual struggle is on camera, but there are parts of it we keep private, you know. Shit, half of it we don't even know what it is, you know. It's like we're struggling with something we don't even know what the fuck it is. I think it's ourselves, but
Getting the speaker, which is a 1980s song by The Fix.
yeah, I liked them.
Are We Ourselves? Do you remember that song?
I don't know. Sing it.
Are we ourselves? Are we ourselves? And do we really know? I know, that's the song. Big hit in the 80s.
Really? I probably know it, but I can't.
Whack shit like that.
Blacked out.
Get away with it. Yeah. But it begs the question. I've been asking myself that song keep popping when you said it's ourselves. But are we ourselves? Do we really know?
I know.
So
It is a bizarre question. Well, to me, I wonder, kind of like the solipsistic question is anybody else out there? I mean, it's like, are you really there? Because it's weird.
I know I am, but I'm here.
You could reassure me that you're here, and I appreciate it, but
I am so here.
you might be a figment of my imagination telling me that. But
of course, you know, from where I'm sitting, you could be the figment of my imagination.
if I am, I'd like you to change,
But the
make a few
question is,
adjustments.
Am I? Well, since you asked the question, you know, it's like, well, I say you could be a figment of my imagination, but am I really here imagining any of this? It's like somebody seems to be.
Well,
seems
some
to be
sort of
me,
a consciousness is.
Yeah.
And I don't really believe in solipsism, but it's hard not to sometimes
Right.
because of the way that, well, Buddhism is, it says we're not solipsistic, but it says that you, by you changing, Jody, other people change. And oh my God, I have so seen it happen. It's like, I one time went into this
Right.
business and I was in a low life condition, felt really terrible, and they were rude to me. I went out to my car, I chanted, I went back in, and I don't even remember what it was, but they were really cool to me. And I'm like, shit, that's 10 minutes, and this situation changed in that short of amount of time because I changed myself in that time. We're
Just check, we're doing good.
Yeah, we're doing great. Yeah, sorry. No, it's all right. So I'm like, well, if people respond to me so differently because of that, then, well, I mean, how does that work? It's like, yeah, we're connected. So if I change, you change. But how does that work? I mean, we do.
Right.
There is this feeling like we're not really as connected as all that, you know. But it's called Indra's net in Buddhism. So it's a net filled with jewels. It comes from Brahmanism, and a lot of Brahmanism influenced Buddhism, as you can imagine, because it was the two religions, the main religions in China, in India before Buddhism were Brahmanism and Confucianism. But anyway, so they both influenced Buddhism a great deal. But anyway, Brahmanism has the symbol called Indra's net. I think it's a god's net, and in it are all these jewels, and when one jewel turns, all the jewels turn. And it's the interconnected shit. What
Good
the
job.
fuck? I don't understand why that.
We have an electrical short. And the lights
So,
just go out.
The lights
sometimes,
just
you guys,
go
and
out,
It's really scary.
and it's only on one certain notch of the light dealy, but
Which doesn't
it's
make
the only
sense
one
either.
that makes sense, and why it always falls naturally into that groove, you know, because it's the furthest one back.
Right.
But why would you have two even?
Yeah, I know. Why would you have a second one? That doesn't make sense.
Thankfully it does. We do, or we would be without lights, or we wouldn't be able to save ourselves from blindness when we're driving down a frickin' road at, well,
Right.
25 miles an hour. But still, you don't want to drive off into a ditch. We don't have ditches. You don't have ditches in New Mexico. You have arroyos, but
Some ditches in Albuquerque. I don't know
Really?
about Santa Fe.
but are they irrigation?
Yeah, irrigation ditches.
Yeah, see, but that's
Yeah.
not really what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
I guess in Kansas we have to have ditches that are dug around the streets, or they would flood because it's so flat. So you guys don't have ditches because it naturally drains off.
Right.
Weird. Well, anyway, you wouldn't want to go off into a ditch and at 25 miles an hour.
No, hell no.
And God knows what's down there. I mean, I don't know. It's a big old leap of something.
It's probably not good, right? I mean, it's down at the bottom of a ditch, right? It's like,
Or not a ditch, but something, a slope, and
did you mean here?
like right
or-
there.
yeah, okay, here.
Yeah,
You
like
mean
right
here.
there.
You
And
don't
I'm like
mean
down
in
at
a
the
ditch,
bottom
you
of
mean
that
here.
is
Okay.
a freaking highway.
Since we established that there really aren't ditches here.
Right. Sorry,
Here.
people. I blinded them, but I forgot what we were talking about before that. Oh, Buddhism and Indra's net. That when one gem turns, they all turn, you know. I like that image. I really like it a lot. But it's very hard to believe that I have so much power that I can change myself and everyone else changes because of that.
What do you
like
mean?
How do we not have free will?
What do you mean turn? Does that mean turning?
Shift.
Okay.
You know,
Right.
like if one jewel shifts, all the jewels shift in the net, like a kind of like a spider net or some sort of a woven net, fish net or something with jewels, maybe like a dream catcher or something, where one jewel turns, all the jewels are going to turn because they're all connected. But that's the point. And but it doesn't feel like we're that connected. You know, I mean, it doesn't feel right. I mean, no, it's not that it doesn't feel right. It's what? It's unbelievable to think that I can go and sit and like think a bad thought, and just that very thought is for them to be healthy and happy and safe. But like, I think a negative thought. Let's say I think that man who I'm making this up. Well, a man who walked in front of my car one time. I got really mad and almost ran him over because he pissed me off because he was making me late or something like that. This was before I'd been practicing Buddhism for very long, and I had a lot of road rage and stuff. And maybe I still do, but I think I've overcome some of that stuff. But well, for me to think a bad thought like, you son of a mother bee, you know, you son of a mother bee, that right there, if it were the real words, or just the feeling of that kind of anger at someone over something, that's like, just, I guess it comes down to like just negativity that you're sending out to the universe. That has an effect in the world and in yourself, you know. I mean, so it's hard to believe that just a simple thought that goes through our mind can be so powerful, you know. Does that make sense? I don't even know what power it has. I didn't explain that part, but...
Well, I mean, it's probably not something that you could actually measure.
You can measure it, though, but you can't measure it necessarily, but you can start to see it in your life. Does that make sense? I mean, it probably makes a lot of sense to you, because you can see it in your life.
Yeah.
But what do you think? You've experienced, whoa.
We got some crazy lightning going on in here, you guys. Surprisingly.
We're almost out of, we're down to 25 gigs on all of our hard drives put together.
That's nuts. We just went from looking at it and going, we got some space, to, wow, we're out of space.
That's because we had all of our cards full and had to move them all over today. So I've just got to get aggressive asking for money and asking for equipment, but it'll happen. Whatever. You can work over here and something will manifest over here, if not over here. I mean, it's going to manifest somewhere, you know. But have you had the experience in your lifetime where you were all negative and nothing worked, but then you stepped back and then kind of had an attitude adjustment, and then things worked? For me, it was volleyball in gym class.
Sure.